Hi, this is Professor Severson. The purpose of this brief video is to speak to you about grades and show you the grading rubrics associated with discussion questions and chapter questions Dropbox assignments. The specific instructions for assignments are provided within the Dropboxes for each assignment. This video is solely to explain grading to you. For the whole course, most of your work is due Sundays by 11:59 p.m. I strongly encourage you not to wait until the last minute. In general, I strive to have your work graded no later than the following Wednesday. For the first 2 weeks of class, when you see your grade on any given assignment, you'll see a number grade, the rubric, and specific written comments in the feedback area. In this video, I'll show you what that looks like. After the first 2 weeks, you may only see the number grade and the grading rubric. You can familiarize yourself with the rubrics. Moving forward, if you have questions about why you received the grade you did, and you cannot figure it out by looking at the rubric, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to go over it with you and explain. So the rubrics are attached to each assignment, but you can see a Word document of them in what is called a sub-module here. So I clicked on the Student Start Here module, and this is what it looks like. So the assignments are worth 10 points total. And you can see the criteria for that, as well as explanations and criteria when points are lost. So for example, to earn a full 10 point, you would have to answer all elements of both questions. And again, the assignment instructions are available within the specific drop boxes. Meet the word count, have no writing errors, critical thinking and personal application needs to be identified. That means you need to say which question came from each category. You need to include the questions. You need to include, if appropriate, citations and reference. You need to demonstrate critical thinking through applying the concepts, which is more than just a copy and paste. And for the personal application questions, you need to literally apply whatever question you choose to yourself. So if you receive a score of 9, it might mean that you didn't identify which question was in which category, or you didn't include the questions, or you're missing a citation and reference for one question. If you scored an 8, you might not have covered all elements of a question. You might not have met the word count. There might be some writing errors, and you can go through and read this for yourself. So if you have several of these issues, then you'll see that your score may bump down. For a 7, it would mean that all you did was paraphrase. You didn't demonstrate your own understanding of it. Perhaps you didn't meet the word count in addition to this, didn't identify the category. So it just depends on how many of these errors that you have. And so what that will look like when you see your grades. I'm viewing this as a student. So here's something that I've graded, Chapter 1 questions. So here's the general feedback that I will provide for the first 2 weeks. This one says, great job on your first attempt. Points were lost because the word count wasn't met, and the category for each question was not identified. So you can see that this scored 7 out of 10. And with each, this is what the rubric looks like, and it shows you the category here. And again, after the first 2 weeks, I will likely not be writing much in this feedback area. So if you look at your rubric and you don't understand why you received the grade that you did, just shoot me an email and I'm happy to go over it with you. And I'm just going to briefly show you the rubric that is applicable for your discussion questions. Looks a little different, but it's always 10 points. So for full points, you need to address all elements of the question, meet the word count, include something from either the chapter or if a video was required, you would use that. Demonstrate that you understand the concept, have no writing errors, include a citation and a reference if it's appropriate, and reply to a classmate. You may lose a point if you did not do the citation and reference correctly, and I will show you a separate video for this information. If you do not reply to a classmate, you will lose 2 points off the bat. If you only partly address the question, don't include anything from the material, maybe didn't meet the word count but came close, have some writing errors, these would be the reasons why if you scored an 8. A 7, any combination of these issues. And again, you would only earn a 6 if there are a lot of these issues. So that is it for the grading information.